Spain is making changes to its tourism policies. The country is implementing new regulations on tourist rentals. These regulations are designed to address the effects of over-tourism. Spain wants to find a balance between welcoming visitors and protecting its citizens. The new regulations are not a complete ban on tourism. Spain still welcomes visitors from around the world. The focus is on creating a more sustainable model for tourism. This will ensure that both residents and tourists can enjoy Spain. These changes are a response to growing concerns about the impact of tourism. Spain is committed to finding solutions that work for everyone. The goal is to preserve Spain's unique culture and heritage for future generations. As certain cities in Spain are at the forefront of these new regulations. These cities have been particularly affected by the influx of tourists in recent years. Barcelona and Malaga are two prime examples. Barcelona, known for its architecture and vibrant culture, has seen a surge in short-term rentals. This has led to concerns about housing affordability for locals. Malaga, a popular destination on the Costa del Sol, faces similar challenges. The new regulations in these cities primarily target short-term rentals. These are rentals typically used by tourists for a few days or weeks. The goal is to reduce the number of properties being used for short-term rentals. This will free up more housing options for residents. The hope is that by implementing these regulations, cities like Barcelona and Malaga can regain a sense of balance. The aim is to create a more livable environment for locals while still welcoming tourists. The decision to implement these regulations is not arbitrary. It is a well-thought-out response to a growing problem. It stems from a growing concern over the impact of mass tourism on local communities and environments. Overcrowding in popular destinations is a major concern. The influx of tourists can overwhelm local infrastructure. This can lead to a strain on local resources and infrastructure, making daily life difficult for residents. Another significant concern is the rising cost of living in these tourist hotspots. Local residents often find themselves priced out of their own neighborhoods. As short-term rentals become more popular, they drive up the demand for housing, making it scarce and expensive. This makes it increasingly difficult for locals to afford to live in their own cities, leading to frustration and displacement. The regulations are designed to address these issues by controlling the number of short-term rentals. By limiting short-term rentals, the hope is to ease overcrowding and reduce the pressure on local resources. This can help preserve the character of these destinations, maintaining their charm and appeal. Making housing more affordable for locals is a key objective, ensuring that they can continue to live and thrive in their communities. This will ensure that cities remain vibrant and diverse with a healthy mix of residents and visitors. The regulations are not intended to punish tourists or discourage them from visiting. Instead, they aim to create a balanced environment. The goal is to create a more sustainable model of tourism that benefits everyone involved. This will benefit both visitors and residents in the long run, fostering a harmonious coexistence. It's important to clarify that Spain is not banning tourists. The new regulations are not about closing the doors to visitors. Spain continues to welcome tourists from all over the world. The country recognizes the importance of tourism to its economy and culture. Tourists have a wide range of options for accommodation in Spain. Hotels continue to be a popular choice. Long-term rentals for those planning extended stays are also readily available. These options provide comfort and convenience for visitors. The focus of the new regulations is on finding a balance. Spain wants to ensure that tourism benefits everyone. This means creating a sustainable model that supports local communities. It also means preserving the beauty and charm of Spain's cities and towns. Tourists play a vital role in Spain's cultural exchange and economic prosperity. The country is committed to welcoming visitors while addressing the challenges that mass tourism can bring. Section 5, Balancing Act, Tourism versus Housing. Spain faces a delicate balancing act. Tourism is a cornerstone of the Spanish economy. It provides jobs and generates significant revenue. However, the needs of residents must also be considered. Affordable housing is essential for the well-being of local communities. The new regulations are an attempt to strike a balance between these competing interests. The government recognizes the importance of tourism. It also acknowledges the need to protect its citizens from the negative consequences of unchecked tourism growth. Finding this balance is not easy. It requires careful consideration and a willingness to make tough decisions. The government is committed to working with all stakeholders. This includes residents, businesses, and tourists. The goal is to create a win-win situation. Tourism should benefit everyone, not just a select few. The new regulations are a step towards achieving that goal. Section 6. A 12-point plan for housing. The Spanish government is taking a proactive approach to address the housing crisis, which has been a growing concern for many citizens. Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez has unveiled a comprehensive 12-point plan designed to tackle the issue head-on. This plan aims to make housing more affordable and accessible for all Spaniards, ensuring that everyone has a place to call home. The plan includes a range of measures from financial assistance to regulatory changes. One key element is stricter regulation of short-term rentals, which have been driving up prices. This will help to curb the rising cost of housing in popular tourist areas, making it more affordable for locals. The plan also includes significant investments in social housing projects. This will provide affordable housing options for low-income families who are often the most affected by the housing crisis. Another important aspect of the plan is promoting sustainable tourism, which balances economic growth with environmental care. The goal is to attract tourists who are respectful of local communities and the environment, fostering a harmonious relationship. This will help to ensure that tourism benefits everyone in the long run, from local businesses to residents. The 12-point plan is a bold and ambitious initiative, reflecting the government's commitment to solving the housing issue. It is a clear signal that the government is serious about addressing the housing crisis and is willing to take necessary steps. The plan has been met with cautious optimism by many, who see it as a potential game changer. It is seen as a step in the right direction, offering hope for a more stable and fair housing market in Spain. Section 7. The Economic Tightrope. The new regulations have sparked debate about their potential impact on the Spanish economy. Some argue that they could harm the tourism industry. Others believe that they are necessary to protect the long-term health of the economy. Tourism is a major contributor to the Spanish economy. It accounts for a significant portion of the country's GDP. Millions of jobs are directly or indirectly dependent on tourism. The government is aware of the importance of this sector. However, there is a growing recognition that the current model of tourism is unsustainable. Overcrowding and rising costs are driving residents away from popular tourist areas. This is creating social and economic problems. The government believes that the new regulations will ultimately benefit the economy. By promoting sustainable tourism, Spain can attract higher spending visitors. These visitors are more likely to respect local culture and the environment. Section 8. The Voice of the People. The new regulations have elicited mixed reactions from the Spanish people. While some are optimistic, others are deeply skeptical about the changes. Some welcome the government's efforts to address the negative impacts of tourism. They believe these measures will help preserve their culture and environment. Others are concerned about the potential economic consequences. They fear that the regulations might stifle economic growth and lead to job losses. Residents of popular tourist areas have been particularly vocal in their support for the regulations. They argue that their quality of life has been compromised. They argue that their neighborhoods have been overrun by tourists in recent years, making daily life increasingly difficult. This has made it difficult to find affordable housing and maintain a sense of community. The rising cost of living has pushed many locals out. Business owners in the tourism sector have expressed concerns about the potential impact of the regulations. They worry about the future of their livelihoods. They worry that a decline in tourist numbers could lead to job losses and business closures. The uncertainty has left many feeling anxious. The government has pledged to work with the industry to mitigate any negative effects. They aim to find a balance that benefits both residents and businesses. The debate over the new regulations reflects a broader conversation about the role of tourism in society. It highlights the need for sustainable practices. It is a conversation that is taking place in many countries around the world. The global community is grappling with similar challenges and seeking solutions. Section 9. The future of tourism in Spain. The new regulations mark a turning point for tourism in Spain. The country is moving away from a model of mass tourism towards a more sustainable approach. This new approach prioritizes the needs of local communities and the environment. The future of tourism in Spain will depend on the successful implementation of these new regulations. The government will need to monitor the situation closely and make adjustments as needed. It is a learning process that will require collaboration and flexibility. The goal is to create a model of tourism that benefits everyone. This means balancing the economic benefits of tourism with the social and environmental costs. It is a challenging task, but one that Spain is committed to achieving. The world is watching to see how Spain navigates this transition. The country's experience could serve as a model for other destinations grappling with the challenges of over-tourism.
So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before, only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.